Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on fire. Time for a girl on fire. Time for a
Well, that was faster than normal. That's what he said. Hi guys. I hope everybody is doing well today. That's gonna bother me. Jonathan, you're here, yay. I've placed the camera directly in my view. It's a dress, thank you. I got it in Florida and it's reversible. So it's really two dresses in one. That's how that works. I hope you need to take a shower. You're doing date night? Oh, you have date with me. I thought you had date night with your wife, John, and I was like, wow, that's great. I was just thinking to myself when I was getting dressed up, like, I could go on a date like this, right? Would you take me on a date if I was dressed like this, in my dress like this, or would you say, ma'am, is that what you're planning on wearing? Anyways, I hope that I'm a little off center here for the boobs. Thanks, boobs. I hope that everybody's doing well. I know that we have no new update, I don't think, about Beverly, but that she is still in the same place as she was, so we're still sending good vibes, keeping our fingers crossed, sending love, cross-country love. You guys know what the fucking tariffs are on love, okay? No, I'm just joking. Luckily, nothing, because I've been sending a lot. Anyways, we're gonna watch some more of the extremely long docket that happened yesterday in Thurston County. I do clean up well. It's amazing what I look like just 5 minutes before we go live. Sometimes I surprise even myself. Hi, Billy Buzz Smith. Hello to you, sir. How do you do, sir? My brows are not even. They're again migrating to different time zones. My eyebrows have minds of their own. We've actually figured out what it is. I taught myself how to raise this eyebrow when I was a child, but I did not do the same to this side, and you can see how my face is not as strong on this side. So that's a lesson to you. Teach both of your eyebrows to raise always the same amount. Otherwise, you'll be left with one nicely arched brow and the other one's like, hey, wait, what happened to me? Why? Why am I drooping? I'm going to have to get Botox on one side of my face eventually. Schedule that in when I'm getting my boobs done, please. And some liposuction, maybe. Court. Knee. I love you. No, Court is what we're watching. But I do love Courtney. But we're also watching some Court. Tuesday. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? I am not making tacos tonight. It's cold. It's cooled down despite my outfit. I've been wearing a hoodie up until now, but it's so it's not exactly. That'll be us in our 40s, Courtney. We're gonna document the process. The process. We're documenting it. We have 3 years to figure this shit out. Stop laughing at me, Judge. It's so offensive. Also, we already dealt with you people. I saw Old Squishy Gardner got 20,000 views on this case, by the way. Hi, Casey Carey. How are you today? Cellulite Yoga Pants is making a coconut curry. I like that. Yesterday I made some chicken with rice, and then today I am going to make a pasta bake. I'm going to make a pasta bake after we finish here. I'm going to go cook up the sauce, boil up the noodles, and then put it all into a casserole dish and put it into the oven to bake and become cheesy mixer. The only reason I'm doing that is because I asked for ground pork to be purchased because I was going to make an Asian pork dish, and instead what was found was a pork beef mix, which I only know to make like a spaghetti sauce with. So, and I don't feel like looking it up and being creative.
100 feet is a functional distance too. Ms. Riley, both raise your right hands, please. Do you swear that testimony in this case to be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Ms. Khanna, what is your business?
She owns 2 gas stations.
And so in person translating your name is?
Payal, last name Khanna.
Yeah. So spell your first name for me, please.
Payal. And last name Khanna.
Thank you, Pyle. So Pyle, what I'm going to ask you to do is when I say something in English, if you just translate that into Hindi so that your mom can answer the question and you tell me what she says.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So Ms. Khanna, so when I say that, I'm referring to Abhilash.
Okay.
Ms. Khanna, tell me briefly why you need this protection order.
सारा कुछ असली
गाड़ी जाके कर गई यार, टायर पंचर कर दिया, हरास कर दी, जो भी यार तू बोल रही।
मैं तो बोलूंगा, कहता कि जो बोलूंगी वही तो ट्रांसलेट करना।
हाँ तो दस ना भी इतना करके गली जाके बार बार हरास कर दिया।
Okay.
बोल दे कोई।
Hey, so she said on the day we applied the case, she and my brother have a relationship, and they got into a fight. But every time they get into a fight, she comes to my mom's house, and then she does all bunch different kind of stuff. This time she punctured our 3 cars with the sharp object like 5 to 6 times. That cost us more than like $1,500 to fix those. Plus, she went to her house, and then she afterwards came to my house. My house was also her house, and I'm living in one of the houses as a renter. So she went to both houses, punctured my car, and then went to her house, punctured her 2 cars too as well. Even our whole neighborhood has filed a complaint and submitted the video to the cop that she comes to our street nonstop. Every time they get into an argument, my her just start coming to our streets, honking even at the midnight at 12, and speeding really fast on the road. So yes. And in the last year, we also submitted the restraining order. She went to one of our business and hit the gas pumps with the car and then yelled in front of all the customers. But then we were not able to show up to the code date because of the work. But then we let it go, but it's keep happening. So we're trying to do it again.
And when did the puncturing of tires occur?
30 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ।
डेट याद है लिखिए नहीं उसने।
Uh, let me see really quick.
Just 30 seconds and last.
So it was like 2 weeks ago when we got
Okay,
a restraining order, just day before.
Shane, I saw that you commented on that and it prompted me to click on it and read it and watch a little bit. And what a sweet little video. That was when I was in Florida visiting Miss Donna, and Miss Donna and her friend, that was at Miss Donna's friend's house, in her pool. It was so nice. Oh, I want to go back to Florida so bad. So bad. But that also prompted me, I'm gonna get my nails done or do them myself. Probably do them myself because we all know I'm a cheap bitch.
That.
and Ms. Riley, is this why you've been charged with the felony?
Your Honor, I did do it, but it's
Okay,
because
hold on. Let's just stop right there. So is this why you've been charged with the felony?
yes, this is why I was charged with it, but it's because me
Okay,
and
say just stop. And the reason I'm telling you that is because you're facing a pretty serious charge here,
yes,
and
but
you don't have a lawyer with you today.
not today,
And
but tomorrow.
if the lawyer was here with you today, the lawyer would say, because you have a pending felony charge, you should not say anything about that. I am confident that's what the lawyer would tell you, because you've been placed under oath, and anything you say today is available to the prosecutor, and they can use it in any trial against you.
Yes, sir.
So understand that. And I am really confident that a lawyer would say, do not say anything.
You're right, but there's just so much to this story that needs to be told, Your Honor.
Well, you may think so, but it could result in you ending up in jail. So I just want to be very clear about that. So you can say, I'm not going to tell you you can't talk. I'm just saying, I'm sure your lawyer, and you must have a lawyer on the criminal charge. I assume you've already appeared and they've appointed an attorney. Am I right?
Yes.
And who's your attorney?
I forgot his name, but I was incarcerated for a day and I spoke to him briefly. And we have trial on the 5th where I have to appear.
Right. And
And
did you tell him that you wanted to appear at the protection order hearing and you wanted to tell the court that whatever it is you want to tell me, did you tell your lawyer that that's what you intended to do?
no, I have not.
Okay. Because your lawyer would not be happy if he heard that from you.
Sorry.
What?
Because he would think you're really making a bad mistake in doing that, and you're hurting your own. Your hearing tomorrow is what's called an arraignment. That's the initial hearing, and unless you've worked something out with your lawyer, there will be no resolution to the case at the hearing tomorrow. It just is very brief. So that's what's currently scheduled. And then from that date, tomorrow, a trial would then be scheduled. So I will reiterate one last time. I am quite confident that your attorney would say, do not say anything today.
Okay. Then I will stay quiet today and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.
All right. And I understand that from your standpoint, you believe there's all kinds of other things at play here.
Not that they matter and not that it's an excuse, but it just plays an impact on what I was feeling. I mean, I've been dealing with this family for 4 or 5 years now, and Yeah, with their son, not them. Like they're not the issue. It's just a lot.
Okay. But they're the ones asking for the protection
They're
order and
protecting their brother.
Get-
They're protecting their brother. They're protecting her son. Like
okay,
they're gonna do
so
whatever they want to protect him because I have a child. This is our daughter, right? This is my daughter and his daughter. He is a 20-something-year-old man, and I was what 16 having her. So there's just so much that goes into place. Like not that in its excuse. It's just there's so much of built up anger that caused it, built up trauma that caused it.
okay. All right. So I just want to be really clear. The only petitioner here is Abalash on behalf of herself. That's all. It's not on behalf of her son. It's on behalf of herself. And based on what I've heard, and I understand the context that this is a very emotional thing for you. You have a son with
Daughter.
her son, and there are issues involving that, and you don't need to go into them for me. I can just tell from your voice, and you're explaining to me, and I won't make any finding as to whether you did the events that constitute the crime in this case, but I'll just, with your acknowledgement that you've reacted in ways that probably are inappropriate based on your emotional state, I'm going to grant Ms. Khanna's request that you have no contact with her, not go within 1,000 feet of her residence, her vehicles. And Ms. Khanna, this order will be in effect for 1 year from today's date. And if you need it renewed, you'll have to come back to court and ask for it to be renewed. Ms.
Okay.
Khanna, do you understand all that?
कहना कि 1 साल तक रहूगा होगा Thank you.
And let me ask a question here. Who is Yesavi? Yes,
That's my daughter.
and it's not, okay, that's not, obviously not your son, Ms. Riley, correct?
No.
Okay, and so, Payal, you live with your mom?
We live on the same couple streets away, but the property I'm renting, it's her property. I'm renting from her.
Okay, and your name is not on this form. Yes Hasvi is, and tell me why Yes Hasvi's name is on the petition.
Yes, because the day when this punching happened, I was not home and I left my baby with my mom. And then when this whole situation happened, my mom was holding the baby inside. And they were keep saying, go inside. And so they backed up the car and my mom was standing there and the baby was behind the house, like in the front, right behind my mom. So I was so worried that something's gonna happen to the baby because she was right there, and they try to back up the car and it was almost trying to hit my mom, and the baby was right behind it. So I leave my baby to my mom's.
Okay, yeah, thank you. You've answered the question I needed to have answered. Thank you.
Yeah, something is definitely going on with this, but she doesn't need to admit to those things on the record. And Kayla, I saw you vaping. Yeah, Your kid's right there. I saw you vaping. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I know I'm smoking. I'm allowed. She's still in the same condition, Billy. She's in ICU. She's still fighting. Didn't need to pause that. Yeah, no, we know where she is, Julie. She's very, very ill.
And Ms. Riley, how close to Ms. Khanna do you live?
For the time being, I live in 1510 College Street, the Diamond Head Apartments, so it's a little bit away.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
I
much,
mean,
Erica. Yes, prayers
Is
for
it
Beverly.
100 feet away? Is it half a mile away? Just give me just a
It's like
guess.
10 minutes away. 10 minutes?
Okay. 10 minutes by car?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
It was last week, Wednesday, she got admitted to the hospital, then she took it to her.
And you
floor,
don't
she
work
went
for
to the
Ms.
ICU.
Khanna, correct?
No, I don't.
Okay.
She's in a very good hospital, from what I understand. And we are just waiting for her to get stronger for them to possibly look at some surgical options, if I'm not mistaken. You can't hear me? Really? Oh. Well, we'll be getting a new microphone set up when I move my studio, so we can look forward to that. We'll be bringing back old Mikey, to help me out because I'll be sitting at a desk. Yes, she's in the ICU. They're letting her get stronger.
All right, Ms. Riley, I have granted Ms. Abhilash Khanna's request for a protection order. You're to have no contact with her at all. You're not to go within 1,000 feet of her residence, her business, or her vehicles.
Thank you so much, NPC.
And I have removed her granddaughter from the protection order since the petitioner is filing on her behalf, and her mother, the granddaughter's mother, has not filed a separate petition. And Ms. Khanna, if you want this order renewed after it expires in 1 year, you would have to come back to court and make that request. Any questions? Ms. Khanna?
No, thank you.
Hi, Sally Port, and thank you again,
No.
NPC. Seriously, prayers for Beverly. She's on my mind.
Ms. Riley, any questions?
No.
Okay, so make sure you tell your attorney tomorrow what happened, that you did not say anything about the charge, and that there was an order entered between you and Ms. Khanna, and that's all. It has nothing to do with her son. It just is entered between you and Ms. Khanna.
What I speak to about this, like, I have a lawyer, but I really don't know what I'm supposed to do or talk to, because on the 19th, there was a domestic violence situation. I called the police for the first time and nothing happened. There was a situation prior to this where he punched me in my back 8 times, and I went over to their work and I did that, but there's just so much. Who would I talk to about this?
You would speak to your attorney tomorrow, let him know the full story, and the attorney will be able to give you advice as to how best to proceed on all of those things.
Okay. I just.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Ms. Khanna.
Thank you.
Not good. Not good.
Thank you, Payal, for helping.
Thank you.
That was not translating, by the way. There was no way. There was no back and forth. That was, she said one thing to her mom said one thing back, and then the judge discussed with the daughter the whole rest of the way. I'm not disputing that maybe it needed to happen, but I'm just pointing out that that is not what translation is.
I don't think Mr.
Huh, Judge?
I never walked in.
You got a couple more minutes here to figure this shit out. What is that? I know, that's my phone. Was that my phone or their phone?
He said, call back in about 20 minutes because you have to.
Okay. All right, let's, we'll start at the top. Madeline Trott and Trenton Kutig.
Madeline. What a name.
Mr. Kutig
Madeline.
is here. Ms. Trott is not.
Hot to
I
trot,
saw in your
ladies.
documents, Mr. Kudig, that you agreed to have no contact with Ms. Trott, even though I'm going to deny her request today for an order since she didn't appear. Based on what I read, that would be a smart thing for you to just avoid Ms. Trott in whatever, in every fashion, I guess would be the better way to say it. So she always has the right, even though I'm denying this petition, she always has the right to come back and make the request of the court in the future if the conduct she is concerned about continues.
Yes, sir. I have
All right.
never contact her ever again.
Okay, all right, so I'm signing in a denial of her order based on her non-appearance today. So you're all done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, what's next? The judge does his paperwork. He sits there
It's like
silently.
Mr. Van Sickle was served on the 25th of July. He has not appeared yet. We're 15 minutes in.
I'm fairly positive there was another one because I've hold on. Let's do this.
It looks like.
Hold on.
Had a
There we
date
go.
listed for yesterday.
I think this is it. What's a big D, Brooklyn? A big D is a dismissal, a denial, a deferral.
Eric
All the big
and
D's
Karina
or
Harris.
a dick. If we're fucking lucky. If you're lucky on a Tuesday, you'll get
Good morning.
some dick.
Good morning.
If your taco is good, if you have
I don't believe
created
that
a great
Karina has been
taco
served.
environment, you should get some dick on
No.
a Tuesday.
That's the information I have as well.
Exactly.
Do you have any
Judge.
information about that?
I gave it to the sheriff's office. They said that they had a date listed for yesterday to be the day that they served her by, but they just had not gotten to that. And I just don't have, very many people in my circle that I could even ask to help get her served.
Okay.
I am still sugar-free drink-wise. This is a sugar-free Red Bull in the Sad Happy Blue. Sad Happy Blue. And ice, which makes everything better. You guys are timing everybody's shower? That's hilarious. I have so many shower videos of myself that I've never posted anywhere. Because I'm like, this is just so weird. Nobody wants to see this. And a lot of them are longer than 28 minutes. Judge, what's going on here? Elizabeth, what kind of room are you in? Is this some sort of government office? John will be live tonight. Perfect. Proof of life for John later.
Where's Kenny Road?
I don't know, Judge.
Off Delphi,
Okay.
so
And
sort of by the
so
Black
are
Lake.
you two of you neighbors?
So she moved in with her dad about a year ago. So her dad lives across the street from me. There's not really any sidewalks or, we just kind of each have a lot of property.
All right. Okay.
Humble brag. We each have a lot of property, Judge. We're just so swimming in property.
And is she still there? Is she still living with her dad?
Yes.
Okay. And I mean, have you tried calling law enforcement when you see her there and say, hey, Miss Harris is across the street from me. Can you go serve her? Have you tried that?
Well, so we don't see her property. She can't see our property and we can't see hers. So, whatever it is that affects her about me so much is beyond me because we can't see each other at all. You can't see my house from the road. So a lot of information that she knows about me is it feels creepy. But also what affects me the most is I cannot ignore her anymore as much as I try to. Because for one, I came with my husband this last spring asking for a protection order because we were being asked for a lot of money from her, and there was never any rationing with her as far as, hey, if my dogs are in the road according to you is what she's saying, can you call me if that's an issue? Because typically she's telling us that these dogs are in the road while they're next to us, and then she'll say, well, they were in the road yesterday or something like this. So it's never anything that can be resolved. So trying to ignore her has become impossible because she's now increased in the amount of money she's demanding from me. And the letters that she sends are threats with, you will go to jail, or, a judge will be the one to decide your fate, or things like that. And so it is terrifying to have those kinds of threats because I'm working class. And I'm just not quite sure, whatever legal standing she says she has, because I'm not a lawyer. So anytime she calls and tells me to jump, I basically have been jumping. And so it's taking me from my job. Now having to do this takes me from my job. So I just kind of want to be left without living in fear of her and her legal consequences.
So how did she come up with it? Pardon me, with the number of $41,412? Where does that come from?
So it's increased from, some number in the 8,000s. It was like 8,800 something that she was asking for a fence. And so we thought, well, can you have a conversation with us about why you feel you need a fence when they have a fence and it's open all the time. It's wide open all the time. And so there was never any ability because, in my opinion, in my nursing judgment, she appears very intoxicated when she does come to our house, or she just doesn't come at all. So the only time I think she feels upset enough to show up to her home is if she's intoxicated, and there's no rationing. So as far as where the original demand for money came from, I'm not sure. It's just the very beginning when we first met her, we were asked for $8,000 something for a fence, and this was how we met her. So since then, it's increased, and some of that is for, she says, defamation, for asking an officer to help her leave our property.
Okay. All right. Well, number one, you're not in trouble. There's no criminal charge filed, so you can't go to jail without a criminal charge having been filed, and you would know if one were filed. So that's not a thing. Now, a judge will decide all that. I mean, that's me. But you have a hearing before a judge decides anything, and you can have your say just like you are today. So I'm telling you all that so you can take what she's saying with a grain of salt.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, you've asked me to direct Ms. Harris to leave you alone. Unfortunately, because she hasn't been served, I can't direct her anything right now. And I do see that Judge Meyer didn't make any finding I assume he wanted to wait and get her side of the story before he did. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm willing to reset this another 2 weeks. So we'd be back here on the 18th of August if you want to try to get her noted up to be here. So she'll have to get a copy of the notice of hearing, which I assume Judge Meyer explained this to you. You can have an adult not related to you give it to her, or you can have the sheriff's office give it to her. They'll probably charge you for doing that.
Almost
And
everybody
once she has the
charges
notice,
these
if she
days for
doesn't
giving
appear.
it to her, Judge. I'm just gonna have to say that. Giving it to her is not free anymore. I'm sorry to say, times have changed, baby. It ain't free. Nothing in life is.
Then we can actually do something at the hearing. But if she doesn't have the notice, we can't do anything at the hearing. Or you can just drop it all together. So I'm going to leave that up to you. Do you want me to keep the hearing date for the 18th of August?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we will provide you, or do you want us to give the notice of hearing to the Thurston County Sheriff's Office and you stay in touch with them if you can assist them with letting them know when you believe she's in the area, even though you can't see her home? Or do you want to just have an adult not related to you attempt to go serve? How would you like to do
I
that?
would need help with the sheriff. I don't have relatives. Or I'm
Okay.
sorry, I don't have anybody that could help
Okay.
me.
All right. So we just give it over to the sheriff's office. So we'll get it to the sheriff's office. And my suggestion in your situation would be to check in with the sheriff's office, tell them you have a protection order request and there's a notice of hearing that needs to be served on Ms. Harris. And you just want to check in with them and let them ask them if there's anything you can do to help in that regard. Like, I don't know, tell them when she comes over to your house or when you see her walking the street or whatever, maybe they can get there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I will do that.
See you back in this very same Zoom room 2 weeks from today.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this at 9 a.m. same time?
Same time, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you, Ms. Barrett.
All right. Thank you.
Ms. Bursich.
Next.
Okay, yes. Hi, good morning, Your Honor.
Waiting a long time.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Said I know you've been waiting a long time, so I was acknowledging that
Yes.
it's a longer early morning. If you were listening to the last case, you're in the same boat. We don't have proof of service on Ms. Cassatt, so we can't do anything without that happening. So we can reset it 2 weeks. Once again, you can try to get her the notice of hearing, or you can just drop it all together. It's up to you.
Well, I've had somebody go over there 3 different times on 3 different occasions, and I've documented it. I've contacted Olympia Police Department as well to see if they would help assist. The gentleman that I spoke with, the officer, stated that either I can request a continuance like what you're stating, or either the judge can make a decision from there. But if I can request a continuance, I will try and document that as well.
Okay. So yeah, documenting it just isn't gonna get us anywhere unless she actually gets a copy of the notice of hearing. So that's what has to happen. And so
Okay.
I can.
Nobody's answering the door when I have the person that is not related to the situation. Nobody's
Right.
answering the door. They've tried knocking on the doors. You can hear people come to the door on the other side, but nobody will answer it. And from my understanding, what she has stated that she's living in her car. So I had the individual go over to the vehicle that was over where her daughter's house is, where she kind of resides there, and check in the vehicle and around the vehicle, and she's not there on 3 different occasions.
Okay. And
Yeah,
so
who answers their car door when they
is
live
this
in their
all
car?
out on Black Lake?
The text messages, the showing up is at my unit on Black Lake. Yes.
Okay. And where do you believe that she is staying in her car at her daughter's? Where does her daughter live that you believe she's staying?
Her daughter lives off of Pear Street, 421 Northeast.
Okay.
It's called the Pear Street Apartments. And
Uh-huh.
I know that there's a vehicle that she said that she had parked out there. And I've seen it out there before. And so, because unfortunately we've had a previous order, and she's also mentioned things in her text messages as well. So she's deemed by I've spoke with before Lacey Police Department and Olympia Police Department, and she's considered a transient. The last time I had gotten her served, and they actually had a warrant at that time, so that's why Lacey Police Department was able to actually serve her, because they were looking for her. That's the only reason why I knew that. But now I know that she has stated that she's been living with her daughter, but then got kicked out, and then she's been living in her car.
Okay. And do you think her car is parked in the parking lot of the Pear Street Apartments?
I think it's outside of the apartments. It's by a church or some sort. I think it's called Harbor Church.
All right. So that's in city of, right?
I'm sorry. What was that?
So that's in the city of Olympia, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Does she go to the Harbor Church? Are they providing services to her?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know that detailed information.
All right. Let's reschedule this. I do note that Commissioner Wool did not enter an order. He just set this, so we'll reset it for a week from today. So that'll be the 18th of August. Now, I'm going to authorize the Department service. You should check them, provide them whatever information you can so that they can have some reason to go out with hope that they can find her, because they're not just around for they have so
Why is it so
you can
terrible, the
provide them
audio?
some specific information and they're going to crowd. But we can't do anything unless you get served a copy.
Okay. Understood. And you said that was August 18th at what time? I apologize.
At 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Okay. All right. I will
Okay.
do that.
Okay, so we'll hold on just a second. Okay, not to OPD.
I'll give her a copy of it as well, but I'll email.
Okay, we will do part of the job here for you. We will email the notice to Olympia Police Department. So
Okay.
you will also get a copy of that notice telling you it's the 18th of August. But then if I were you, I would follow up with the Olympia Police Department, let them know that you're Ms. Bursich and you're the one who has the hearing scheduled for the 18th, and just talk to them and see if there's any way you can assist them getting her served.
Okay. I will do that. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Ms. Bursich.
Thank you.
Yeah, probably. And Ms. Overmar.
Actually, I'm already over that. We're gonna watch one that I got today before we say goodbye, baby. A little bit of a strange hearing, but we'll watch it together.
Okay. The
Judge?
person labeled as Jean Spencer.
Yeah, Jean's appearing from her humble
Yes.
brag kitchen.
Hi. We don't have you on our docket for today.
I am here because I am Patricia C's legal guardian.
Ah. Okay. Okay. And she's scheduled for an arraignment today.
Yes.
What is
All
for
right.
dinner,
And is
guys?
she present with you?
Not with
Also,
me,
that
but
guy
I
has
see she is
long
present.
ass
She
nails.
is
I'm just going
currently.
to tell you right now, if you're a man and your nails are that long, there is absolutely no way that your hand is getting near my vagina. Okay? Those look sharp as fuck. There's no way he's banging anybody on a regular basis with nails like that. Absolutely not. Ridiculous. Mm-mm. Cut them. Men's nails, nobody should have sharp nails.
In Trinity Hospital.
Okay.
Hi there, Your Honor. My name is Mary Morgan. I'm the social worker. We've been kind of just observing court, waiting for Patty's case to be called. I certainly could go get her and bring her in a room if you would like to hold the hearing with her present.
I absolutely would, yes.
Okay. Can you give me a moment? She's a little bit slow ambulating, but I will get her to a place where we can have the hearing together.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There are ways that you can do it, but it just tells me
Attorney
you ain't
Anderson?
putting that in a sensitive area.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's not
Would it be
short nails
acceptable?
necessarily, it's
I will
care.
start the video as soon as I have the patient in a room.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to mute you
Patty,
for a
you ready to
moment.
meet?
Are we ready to meet Patty, you guys? I'm gonna
I'm
warn
muting
you,
them for a
it's
second.
a roller
Attorney
coaster.
Anderson, would it be acceptable to you if I have Ms. Spencer go into the breakout room with Ms. Kim to exchange the contact information?
Yes, that'd be fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Also, can somebody quickly look up a Wing Tech phone? Is that either a very expensive phone or a very cheap phone? Hi, Loud Elvis. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can.
Ms. Spencer, you should have
Roll
that
it
invitation.
and pat it and mark it with a C and put it in the oven for cunty and me. Ew, that nail looks... Maybe I'm just jealous that I can't have nails like that. My hands are not like that. I have tiny little hands. They're also freakishly strong. I don't know what to tell you. It's the life I live, okay? I break things all the time. Hearts mostly. Oh, Judge, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm taking up all your time. All right, Patty's here. Let's go.
There we go. Okay, we're with you.
Okay, thank you. Now calling case number 25S00286. This is the State of Michigan versus Patricia Ann C. Can I have you state your name, please?
Patricia Ann C.
Okay, thank you. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. So the point of this hearing is to tell you what you're being charged with and to tell you what the potential maximum penalty could be, okay? And then we have someone here from the Public Defender's Office who can represent you at least for the purposes of this arraignment, all right?
Shasta Rob coming through. Wing Tech is a T-Mobile phone. Oh, also homemade pierogies. Oh, and Loud is saying, pray for Creed. Okay, well, we've been praying for Beverly because Beverly really needs it. But we can divert a iota of prayers for Creed's internet, or he was taken hostage in a home invasion. I'm guessing it was internet and a couch invasion by Creed when he couldn't get what he wanted. That's my guess, Loud. You know him. Expending more than 2% of his possible energy. Out of control. Out of control.
Yep.
Okay. So what I have here is a misdemeanor complaint that charges that on or about or between the dates of January 1st, 2024 through October 21st of 2024 at 711 Browning Court, apartment number 4, you did knowingly use or attempt to use an emergency 911 service for a purpose other than to call for an emergency response service from a primary public safety answering point. So this is otherwise known as using an emergency 911 service for an unauthorized purpose. So do you understand what you are being charged with?
Yes.
Okay. As I stated, this is a misdemeanor. It has a potential maximum penalty of up to 180 days in jail, a $5,000 fine plus court costs, or both the jail time and the fine. Do you understand that potential penalty?
Yes.
Okay. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say out loud or in writing can be used against you in court. You have the right to be presumed innocent beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by judge or by jury. You have the right to be represented by an attorney during all stages of these court proceedings, that is before, during, and after trial. You are not required to disclose citizenship status to the court, but you do have the right to consult with an attorney to see if this case would have any effect on your citizenship status.
That's a unique little statement. And Brooklyn, thank you. You know, I do actually work hard to get weird cases for us. And why is Saray so proud of her ceiling vent? But yeah, I haven't really heard of misuse of 911 over like an 8-month period. Sort of weird. Sort of weird. YouTuber better than I would make this into a video, baby, because the ending, you'll see.
If that last part doesn't apply to you, then you don't have to worry about it. So, do you have any questions about your rights?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Then, Attorney Anderson?
First Assistant Public Defender Kalina Anderson, with and on behalf of Ms. C. Your Honor, we stand mute and request a personal bond. Your Honor, it sounds like she's in treatment, so she may be trying to rectify some of these issues. We would ask for, we already had the breakout room. So we're all set for now. We'll contact her before her next court date.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Ms. C, before you came in, where did she go? There she is. Ms. Spencer went into a breakout room and spoke with the public defender's intern. Okay? So, they should have exchanged contact information while they were in there.
So do I get a plea not guilty?
So the court is entering a not guilty plea on your behalf. And you're going to be set for a pretrial conference date in front of the judge. And you'll have the opportunity to speak with a public defender before your next court date. So that court date is going to be September 11th, 2025. That will be at 9 in the morning. It will be over Zoom in front of Judge Washington.
Can you mail me all this information? I'm in a nursing home.
Okay, so yes, the information will be.
Hi, Mikey. I hope it's been a good day. No worries. Thank you for the late fee. I appreciate that. I owe you a lot of Bebe fees, so it'll probably offset. I'm just glad you're okay. You should do this case, by the way. I was just saying, a YouTuber better than I, and look, you appear with your check mark in the chat, looking so fine. I love that. That rhymes. Anyways, I don't often get this, Judge, but today, for some reason, this is the one that I got. One of the ones that I got. And thank you for the late fee. You do rock.
Mailed, okay, and I
To
believe.
the nursing home.
So we can get that
It's
address.
28 South Prospect.
You said 28 South Prospect, okay.
Yipsy.
This lady misused 911, Mikey. Call 911.
Okay, so thank you for that. And yes, we should be able to send a notice there as well. Okay. All right. So the court will set bond with the following conditions. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity whatsoever. That also includes not calling 911 unless there's an actual emergency. And you are to appear at any and all dates set for you by the court. The next one in this matter being that September 11th court date over Zoom in front of Judge Washington. Because this misdemeanor has a maximum potential penalty of over 92 days in jail, you are required to have your fingerprints taken. So there is going to be a signed fingerprint order in the file.
How am I supposed to do that? I'm in a nursing home.
Okay.
I can't leave. I don't leave. I don't have transportation.
Okay, so Ms. C, you can have a conversation with the public defender's office, okay? Because they can potentially represent you, all right? And they can help figure out some of these issues, all right?
I thought I had a public defender for this.
Yes, you have a public defender for the purpose of this arraignment, and they're going to talk to you some more. Okay?
I'm confused.
Okay. Attorney Anderson, did you want to see if you can clarify?
Ma'am, so you're appointed public defender for today. We've handled today's hearing. Between now and your next
I'm
court
talking
date.
about the fingerprint business and how to go about it.
Right. We won't talk to you about that on the record, ma'am. We'll talk to you offline later on about that, okay? We won't do that in open court.
How are you going to get a hold of me? I don't have a
Miss-
cell phone.
Miss Spencer gave us a phone number to speak with you, ma'am.
What phone number is that? Because I'm leaving, I'm going to be getting out of the psych unit and going to the nursing home. I don't have a cell phone.
Okay, if it's different information than what Miss Spencer gave, then we'll need to go in another breakout room.
Well, I don't know because I don't have the
Patty?
money to pay my phone bill.
Patty,
What?
I gave her my number and we will patch you in to that conversation when she calls me, okay?
But how are you going to do that? I don't have my cell phone.
Right now, but we'll figure it out at the time.
I don't have money to pay the bill.
Okay, so what I can do is have people go into another breakout room, but this is a conversation that you really shouldn't have in open court. You're on the record right now.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
It's okay.
I've got mental health problems.
So,
I don't have the
Ms. C?
leisure of being
Ms.
able
C?
to get a hold of everybody.
Okay, Ms. C, you've got people here who are going to help you figure it out. Okay, so we're going to let you go for now. Ms. Spencer, you've got the contact information and everything. Okay.
I do.
So, yes. So, Ms. C, you've got people who are going to help you get the situation figured out. So, all right then. Attorney Anderson, did you have anything else that you needed?
No, Your Honor, we'll follow up with her today or tomorrow to get initial contact information, but she will need to speak with her assigned attorney going forward. And they will talk to her closer to the September 11th date to go over the case and the fingerprint issue.
Okay, and you got the address for the nursing facility that she said?
Yes.
She got? Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. C, I am going to let you go. You're free to sign out, and so are you, Ms. Spencer. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
How many times did she have to call 911 for them to deal with that? Also, what the fuck? Courtney, if you feel bad for her, then I feel like a terrible person. Terrible person, Paisley. That's what you are. But that's okay. We've made it this far. Almost an hour. 20 seconds more. What could we do in that time, you whore? Thank you guys so much for the super chats tonight. Let's look at the top fans. Oh my god. Wow. YouTube Daddy assigns a lot of value to super chats. But also Courtney made the top 3 here. Loving to see that. Thank you again, Mikey, for your late fee. Completely accepted. I hope that you guys have a great night. I think John is going live. Yeah, why was Wayne Tech there? I never did get that case. Maybe I'm not that good of a YouTuber. But John's going live tonight, so go ahead and check him out. Do me a favor in the meantime. Remember that I love you. I love you. And I'm proud of you. And I will see you in the next video. Wow, that's a really good point. Did I ever do that? I'm sure I've done it, but I will do a better job of it. I love you. I'm proud of you. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye. Bye.
Ways down and ready to ride.